Hi, and welcome to Prepping Essentials. If you're a regular viewer to the channel, you'll have heard me talk about elderberries in quite a few of my previous videos, and I'm interested in them because of their medicinal properties, some of which you can see on the screen right now. In my video yesterday, you'll have seen me pick some elderberry berries, and I said that I was going to try and make some elderberry linctus with them. So how did I get on doing that? Let's find out. So here we are back in the kitchen with another one of my cooking with your preps videos. Bit different this time because it's actually not food per se, it's a elderberry linctus. So it's medicinal rather than just plain straightforward cooking. It's the right time of the year for this. We're coming up towards winter and the flu and cold season. We've also got the old COVID-19 kicking around still. This little linctus will help boost your immune system and ward off of those winter colds. In terms of ingredients, very simple. We've got 2 cups of fresh elderberries. If you want to use dried, you can. You just need to double up on your water. 2 cups of water, 1 cup of raw honey, and then we've just got a little teaspoon of ground ginger there. Equally simple on the utensils, simple saucepan, trusty potato masher, because we will need to mash the berries while they're boiling, and a fine mesh strainer to get out all those seeds and any little stalks that might be left. There shouldn't be, because I did spend a bit of time washing these. It's going to be challenging with this strainer because it is very small for this kind of a job, but we just have to make do with what we've got. So there we go. Ingredients and utensils for the elderberry linctus. Okay, we're ready to get started. We've got our pan. Very simple. All we're going to do is pop the elderberries into the pan. Now be careful with this because you can probably see the colour in the video, but you are going to get this juice everywhere, and if you get it on your clothes it will stain, so be careful with this. Don't do it in your fresh white shirt. So elderberries in the pan, add our 2 cups of water into the pan. Now you can use cinnamon with this if you like, and pop a stick of cinnamon in. Personally, cinnamon doesn't do much for me, so I'm popping in my ginger. Just give it a little bit of a swish around so it can all mix in. Now all we're going to do with that is bring it to the boil and let it simmer, and we will be mashing the berries while they're boiling, but for now I'll bring that to the boil. Once it's simmering you can pick up on the video again. Okay, so the berries have now come to a boil. I'll just turn the heat down to put it onto a gentle simmer, and it's going to be simmering away for around about 45 minutes just to let that liquid reduce. And in the meantime, with the trusty potato masher, all we're going to do is simply mash the berries to get all of the juice out, and I'll come back to you once we've had our 45 minutes of simmering. Well, that's been simmering away now for about 20 minutes. Very fruity smell coming off that. It's starting to reduce down. You're probably going to lose a good half of your liquid as you go through this process. So I'll come back to you once we've reached the 45-minute stage and we're ready for the next step. So that's been simmering away for 45 minutes now. Don't know if you'll be able to see on the video, but it's reduced a lot. So what we need to do now is to get all of this juice into a bowl and to strain away what's left of the solids. Now, because of the size of this mesh filter that I'm using. I really should have a big one, but I just don't, so you have to use what you have. So I'm just simply going to pour this through the strainer into this bowl, and then as the strainer fills up, I'll just mash it with the spoon. Fairly simple and straightforward, he said. But you know it's not going to be. So I'll just start this off, and then you're going to have to come back and see the finished product. Okay, so we've strained all of that liquid out of the bowl. One last little tiny bit in there. Back into the pan. The heat is off completely, so the only heat is the residual heat in the pan and the liquid. And all we're going to do now is pop our nice raw honey straight into there, and we'll let that melt, just gently stir that. So just grab myself a spoon. And pour this in. That's literally it. It just disappears and starts to melt straight away. So I'll just give that a quick stir, and it'll be ready for putting into our bottle or jar. So the honey's melted, all that remains is to pop it into this jar. Just got myself a little funnel, make life easier, and I'm just going to pop this strainer as I pour as well, just as an extra safeguard in case there are any little tiny bits. So there we go, literally just pour that in. And there we are. As I said, be careful with this in terms of staining your clothes or anything else, like the wooden work surface that you don't want it to get onto. But there is our Elderberry Linctus ready to go. It just needs to sit and cool down a little bit now before you pop the lid on. Spoon a day should keep the colds and flus at bay, and if you've actually got a cold or a flu, then adults can take a teaspoon 2 to 3 times a day to help them fight their way through it. Once it's cooled down and it needs to be kept in the fridge, it'll keep in the fridge for 2 or 3 months without any problem at all, but I would imagine that's going to be long before 2 to 3 months. So, hope you enjoyed. Give it a try. Well, that's it for this video. I hope there was something in there that was of interest to you. If you did like the video, please do click on the like button. Also feel free to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. As always, welcome any comments, questions or suggestions you might have. Do you have any elderberry recipes? You can use it for making wine and tea as well as a linctus. If you do, let me know in the comments section below. But for now, thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.